5:30. We're on the way to the Great Sandy Staits. We're all going to tense up shortly. And as we go out, someone bidding us farewell. There's a statue over here. We're going to find out who the statue is of directly. But he's a bit like the Statue of Liberty, bidding people farewell or welcome. He's bidding us farewell. I suppose it's a he. He's bidding us farewell as we set off on the Great Sandy Strait. So tense up. We're trying to judge the high tide. They say very tricky if the tide's low, but we'll handle it. Maybe not. We're off anyhow. We'll be back. This is incidentally, we stayed at Great Keppel, which is Urangan, and Rob, the harbour master, the man in charge, was fantastic. Gave us great service, very diligent, very thorough. So thank you, Rob, for looking after us here at Urangan, and runs a very nice marina. Got it under control. So all the best to you, and we're off, and maybe bon voyage, we'll see you again. Now we're creeping our way into the Great Sandy Strait, just getting the sphincter a little tightened here in the chair. Can't speak for yourself. Sue, what day is it?
1:50, I think.
Alright, we've left Rob at the, now here's an interesting thing, you might find it interesting. Urangan is a suburb of Hervey Bay. So if you think they call two different names, well they sort of are, but Hervey Bay is the town or the city town, and Urangan is a suburb of it, or just a little offshoot. And that's where Rob, of course, the harbour master, the man who caretakes the Urangan marina that we're in, a very good man. And I think that's Urangan over there, so we've had to go, if you can see that, we could come through the clear here, we've had to go right round the sandbar, and we're starting to creep into the Great Sandy Strait. And I said there was a statue as you go out, bloke wishing us well. That's St. Peter. I presume that's Peter, Paul and John. I don't know. St. Peter, he could be the patron saint, the fisherman, or the sea. I don't know who he is, but he's a person wishing. He's a person that
Memorial.
A memorial to all those sea women, not seamen as in seamen. All those mariners who have foundered on the rocks, or just foundered going through this bloody thing we're about to go through. So that's it. That's Urangan, which is Hervey Bay. It's spelled H-E-R-V-E-Y. I don't know why they don't call it Hervey, but it's Hervey Bay. Probably rhymes with scurvy. That's why they don't call it Hervey Bay. So what's it? And this over here, we believe, walk out the back there, Susie. This is Fraser Island. And this is the biggest sand island in the world, apparently. Can't see much sand there, but
there's some sand.
And there's boats moored over there, so that's Fraser Island. So Fraser Island on the left, not saying starboard or port anymore, on the left, and on the right over here is Urangan, which is a suburb of Hervey Bay, which is not Hervey Bay. And that's where Rob is. What's wrong?
Nice shorts.
Yeah, good shorts, that's right. Running out of clean clothes. Alright, well, so that's what we're doing. St. Peter wished us well.
And there's all the boats.
Yeah, they're all the boats that got a safe haven as they stayed overnight down there, a little sheltered area. So that's it. Alright, button off. Now here's an educated guess, Sue, on day
151.
I reckon this is why they call it the Great Sandy Straits. That is sand there. That is a serious amount of sand. There's a marker there. I think there's the marker. We've got to make sure we go to the left of that, not saying to the port. And that is sand, and that is a strait. Hence the name, the Great Sandy Strait. So getting pretty shallow here, but that's all right. We're on the track. And we're entering it, the tide is starting to rise. We've timed it beautifully. So we think that's, everything's tickety-boo at the minute, don't we?
So far so good.
Yeah, this is where we...
Don't speak too soon.
No, don't speak too soon. That's where we've come from. It's that exciting shot there, the wake of the boat. I bet you isn't it? So there we are. So that is the start of the Great Sandy Strait, if anyone's interested in that.
Oh, look at the boats behind it too.
Well, what?
The little boats behind it.
The boats behind it. Yeah, well, they're going through the Strait, are they?
Yeah.
Pity we couldn't catch up and follow their wake. Well, we've entered the absolute most treacherous part of the Great Sandy Strait. As you can see here, if you come down here, you can see this is the grey of the purple water here is pretty shallow. It got over here, it got down to 1.6 metres. The draft of the boat is 1.4. So that got our attention. We've eased right back, and if we can just get through these turns here, 21, 22, 23, the white is reasonably deep water, reasonably deep, but this is the most treacherous part here. So we're just creeping through there. If you suddenly hear the boat or see the camera shutter, it means we've hit the bottom. But we've still got a bit of water under us. But it did get down to 1.6 metres, so we think the tide is on the way in. We've calculated that, and we're just creeping through the Great Sandy Strait. Yes, we'll be back.
Maybe.
Now, you might be able to see a boat passing us who's doing a rate of knots. We wonder if he's travelling to clear the bar at high tide. I might radio him shortly and see if that's what he's trying to do. I'm not sure what the boat's called, but when we find out the name, I'll radio him and ask him, is he going at that speed to try and clear the bar? So
we can follow him out.
Well, we won't need to follow him out, we just need to follow the track. We need some water under us so we don't run to the ground for the second time.
Again.
Oh, we're just exiting the south spit of the Great Sandy Staits. Pretty hairy, pretty rough. We're coming through at high tide, so it says, and we're about to face the breakers coming in off the, I don't know, is it the Southern Ocean or something? Anyhow, we're about to turn against the tide, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah. At least it's smooth water there than where we're going.
Yeah. All right. Well, a couple of boats behind us. I hope they're not taking a lead from us. Oh, we're just exiting the south spit of the Great Sandy Staits. Pretty hairy, pretty rough. We're coming through at high tide, so it says, and we're about to face the breakers coming in off the, I don't know, is it the Southern Ocean or something? Anyhow, we're about to turn against the tide, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah. At least it's smooth water there than where we're going.
Yeah. All right. Well, a couple of boats behind us. I hope they're not taking a lead from us. Well, we've made our way out of the Great Sandy Strait and just threaded our way between the breakers, but the track is obviously well planned because the breakers stop about 100 metres from the front of the boat where you think they're going to break onto you. And we've had a reasonably sort of uninteresting trip until we were sitting up the front of the boat and a couple of dolphins joined the front bow of the boat, surfing on the bow wave. We thought we wouldn't film them because we've done that once, and lo and behold, as we enter Malabar, we saw a whale, and we're still looking for it as we speak. We just saw the tail come out of the water, and we said we'd never enter port at dusk, but or in the night time. It's going to be line ball. The man just having a chat on the radio. So it's been interesting, very interesting, and we're in the Malabar, you know, Malabar, Lucky Strike. I've been everywhere. Timor, Lismore, Malabar, Nambour, Michdor, Kilmore, Malabar, Besmal, you know, Malabar's in there. It's the fourth town name. So the sun is sinking into the west. I hope it's the west because that means we're going south. So there we are. What else has happened? Anything?
No, we've had a lot of excitement. We had the whales and the dolphins.
We thought there was a shutter in one of the engines.
Oh, and I saw a shark.
You saw a shark.
Yeah, I reckon
did
it was a gummy shark.
you? You reckon it was a gum? What, he had no teeth? Hey?
Well, I wasn't looking that close, but he was.
No, anyhow, there we are. We had a bit of a shudder, he thought, in one of the engines, one of the shafts, but on further inspection, we think it's okay. Could be just the fluky tide that makes the boat shudder.
Or just
But
a little vibration.
We're all on tenterhooks for anything that goes wrong with the boat, but the boat's been going beautifully so far. Right, that's it.